welcome guys to round 2 of the F1 2016 Championship career mode. Basically, last race didn't go so well. We finished 13th, and I think that is... Yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear any noises. It is actually quite hot. So basically I have windows open, fans on, and the door is making a noise. So I'll fix the door in a second. I'm sorry if you can hear the blinds. It's just extremely hot here. I don't have any air conditioning upstairs. But anyway, we're here for Bahrain. Practice is definitely interesting. I don't usually tend to record practice because all I'm doing is actually just the objectives, so nothing really fancy. Qualifying I'm going to try and record more of. Yeah, I'm going to be using my controller for a little while until I can fix the problem with the steering wheel. I think it's just the game. Like, my steering wheel is... Every other game is fine, and then F1 by Codemasters, it just isn't that great. I've got to find a setup for it. But anyway guys, we're going to get straight into this race around Bahrain, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. So that's been an interesting practice sessions. Not exactly perfect for what we needed, but we're going straight to qualifying now. And as I said, but in case I edit it out, so what we're doing for a few races is we're going to change qualifying to short distance or short qualifying session. If you don't know what that is, it's basically instead of having 3 separate qualifying sessions, it's all going to be in 15 minutes. So whoever's fastest after 15 minutes gets pole position, and essentially that's the grid order so it's pretty much set out fastest lap times in 15 minutes, and whoever places where, that's your grid position. So yeah, that's going to be it for a little bit, a few more races. Might change back when we get to about Monaco or Canada. Till then, that's going to be it. So we're going to go into our setup, and I'm just going to check something. So we're going to, yep, okay, sounds good. Do I have any setups? No, I don't. Okay, so we're just going to go straight out and see how it goes. Alright. And we're going to go out with the remaining time. Hopefully it's enough. We're about to find out. Okay, we've got a minute. We've pretty much got 1 lap. That's all we can do is 1 lap. So we're going to make this lap count. Not exactly that hard to make up time. We're just all within 134. There is a slow car though, it's a Manor. Not what we wanted. Missing that apex completely, not great. This Manor needs to get out of the way, we're losing the back end. Yellow flags ahead. Okay, there's been an incident. Yeah, oh, maybe it's just a slow car. And then we got another slow car, we got Bottas right here. We need him out of the way. These tyres are a bit close. Okay, we get past Bottas. There is another slow car ahead. It's another Manor. Verline. So we're going to use the slipstream of Verline to increase this delta. I'll make it closer, and Verline possibly the worst location to slow down. Cool, we're in the green now, that's perfect. Getting a bit sloppy with that exit. This looks to be a good lap time, possibly fast enough, because it's going to have to be. 5 tenths up, this is it, we're 4 tenths, 3 tenths, it's going down very fastly now. 2 tenths, and is it enough? P4, unfortunately it's not enough to beat our teammate, but I want to see how close this was. Yeah, we were just miles off. So basically Nico Rosberg, followed by Lewis Hamilton, then Daniel Ricciardo, then ourselves. It's interesting to see Mercedes, Red Bulls, Ferrari all in the top 6. Everyone else isn't beside their teammates except the Haas, and that's about it. Everyone else is separated. So very interesting. Fernando Alonso got into P10. Good on him. 134s. A lot of people are in the 134s. Top 5 were 134s actually, but the top 3 were close. And with that, we're going to go straight into the race. Okay, so here we are for the 2016 Formula 1 Bahrain Grand Prix for round 2. So it's going to be an interesting start. So we're going to do the formation lap, and it will help us with the launch. Just got to get used to that launch. But going into the first corner, I need to make sure I know what to do. Just because that first corner, you can essentially almost dive bomb it, as seen in a few of my videos and when I played online. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out after this. But our race strategy: high tyre management or low tyre. 2 pit stops, first one. I think we could possibly do a 2 pit stop. I think that's what we did last time, and it did sort of help until we sort of got ruined. Fuel load. How many laps is this race? Laps 14. I might put 16 laps worth of fuel, that just so I can have a little bit extra to burn at the end. As we go into the race, we're going to go on this formation lap, and we're just going to okay, so had a little anti-stall moment because I wanted to just check something, but so far it was a good launch. So while we're doing this formation lap, I'm just going to think about possible locations, or possible outcomes. So with the 2 pit stop strategy, I'm hoping to push these sets of super softs to, oh wow, Ricardo's kind of slow. Hopefully pushing these sets of super softs to the limit. That way I can essentially go into the harder compounds if I do go on harder compounds first, and then go back on super softs, or even, yeah, pretty much super softs for the remaining of the race. Otherwise, I could go double super soft stack and then harder compound. That way I can definitely push the first 2 stints, and then the last stint will be all about managing the long run for the rest of the race. Depending what the cars ahead have done, I'm pretty sure Red Bull would have notified Ricardo that we were doing a 2-stop. Mercedes might possibly be looking at a 1-stop, and Ricardo's going quite slowly, and basically just going to go around here. So Ricardo is definitely slowing down, but it doesn't matter because essentially it is useless, this formation lap. And as you see, the car just took over, so that's that. As we now line up in our grid spot, waiting for the rest of the grid. They're coming around the final corner. As we're now in the race, going to engage the clutch. 5 lights, lights out, and away we go. And that was a lot faster for a light launch. Hamilton having a terrible start, Ricardo getting a better start. I thought we had a pretty terrible start. We definitely bogged down on the clutch. But we're going down the inside of everyone, leaving the room. There was a little bit of contact with our teammate. And Hamilton still there. I did not see Hamilton. We've had a little incident. Hamilton has actually got his wheel locked on. So we're just going to check that because apparently Sergio Perez is out of the race. So I just want to show you here if I can. So at this stage, Hamilton is there. I turn in not knowing Hamilton's there. So I go out wide. And then Hamilton right here not exactly my fault. I did, after we had our little collision, go out wide, but from Hamilton's view, it was more like this. So we went... I just want to check. Did he turn into me? He's definitely turning away. Now he's full lock. Yep, is that a little incident? And then he's just carried on to turn... Yep, okay, so that's not exactly my fault. And then there goes Sergio Perez, and Hamilton is still surprisingly in the race. So, yeah, that is an interesting start. Everyone's stuck now. Look at this. The rest of the grid's stuck. No one can make it through. How many cars have made it through? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars have only made it through. So, here we go for the remaining of the race. Oh, Ricardo, sorry. I did not realize that was going to happen. I knew it was safety car, but Ricardo slammed on the brakes quite hard. Alright, Ricardo, I'm coming into the... Yep. Alright, Ricardo, you better stay... Yeah, I thought Ricardo was coming in. So, we're coming into the pits. No one else seems to be coming in. Yep, it's just us. Alright, so we're going to get this front wing changed. Put a set of softs on. And we're going to end up probably last, which is fine, because we're going to have the freshest tyres out of all of them. Here we go, we're about to start racing again. Use that slipstream on Bottas, but he's got a Mercedes engine, look at that. Dive bomb on a few cars, let's see what we can do. Locking up, 2 positions done. Arianto is still there. We don't want another Lewis Hamilton incident. Quite slow through sector 2. Ooh, having a little tyre issue. So a few cars are on the soft compound, like us. A few others running super softs. Most cars are actually on softs. Interesting. I'm gonna run on Rich. Pretty sure I have enough fuel to do it, yeah. Oh, lock it up. Sorry, Palmer. Oh, he's out of the race as well. Off a second. Nazza gets a not so good exit. We get a terrific exit, but it's not enough with this straight line speed as we get wheel to wheel with Nazza. But now we do it, and now we have Daniel Kvyat in front of us. DRS will help. Ooh, having a little battle. Hulkenberg and Goodyear is up. Kvyat wants to have a look. Now I'm going to dive bomb 3 positions. That's what happens when they have a little battle. They forget about everyone else. P2. Jenson Button in first place. Would you have ever thought of that happening? Imagine if I could just one-stop it. Don't think it would be that possible as we're going out wide now. We're just losing a bit of grip. It is a slight possibility we could do a one-stop, but we've ruined it by stopping so early in the race. But Gutierrez is definitely holding up those cars, and now 2 cars diving in the pits. Okay, apparently I'm in the pits. Currently going in the pits. Apparently going in the pits next lap. That's what I meant to say. before our engineer interrupted me. Jensen button going a bit slow during the corners. Oof, once again. The front end gets away. Alright, put it onto lane. Save as much fuel as we can. Don't want to do a Benjamin Daly and lose and end up without any fuel. Oh, we just get there in time. I had to lock the brakes. Now in the pits. Super softs on. Perfect pit stop. 2 seconds. Great pit stop by the boys. Jensen, we overtook Jensen in the pits. I'm going to love these super softs. Getting past the Toro Rosso. We now have Fernando Alonso, who there is speculation Fernando Alonso might be going to Mercedes to fill the seat Nico Rosberg left. And DRS on Alonso. Fastest lap. That's exactly what we wanted. Fastest lap and a position. There's a few cars ahead, 3 cars ahead. Having a little battle. This could be what we need. They're having a battle for 3rd place. This is exactly what we need. Here we go, final lap, and those 3 cars are having a battle. You can see Rosberg doing a lot. And because of that, we have definitely caught up now. Final lap, so we're just going to stay on. I'm going to stay on board for this lap. As we now looking at Ricciardo. Could we finally beat our teammate in a race? That little racing in side by side with Rosberg has hurt all 3 of them as I lock up. Come on, Slipstream. Do your thing. Ricciardo going slowly. Honestly, compared to all the other cars, Rosberg just, in a way, brake checked us. I want to just show you this. I want to show you what I mean. So we're going to run on board. Let's see. As you can see, the other 2 cars, and all of a sudden, they take much different lines. And it just slows down. So if we look at... So, Ant is at 179. Ricciardo going extremely slowly. So you can have your say on that. You might say it was my fault. In a way it was, but Ricciardo was just... Oh, here he comes. He wants revenge. Oh, tagged me. You can have what you say. I reckon he, in a way, slowed down to where it wasn't essentially the perfect cornering speeds. You might say that I went into the corner far too fast and braked far too late, but apparently Ferrari won. So Sebastian Vettel is our race winner. I did not expect that. That's great for Ferrari to have a 1-2. Definitely something they haven't had in 2016. And hopefully it might happen in 2017. We might not know. Nico Rosberg 4th. And Lewis Hamilton. Okay, my mistake. It's Ferrari 1-3, not 1-2. Lewis Hamilton is 2nd. In terms of the positions, yeah, so we have lost a few positions. We started 4th, we went down. Ricardo, with that incident, definitely hurt us, but otherwise, interesting race. We had 2 DNFs, one of them was my fault, one of them was sort of my fault. Sebastian Vettel, yeah, brilliant race from the start. He started 5th and finished 1st, so that is excellent for him. Let's see how that affects the drivers' standings, as Nico Rosberg is still 1st. Lewis Hamilton is 1 point behind. I reckon we're going to have a good fight between the top 3, or even the top 4, in the next few races. Just 10 points. 1 point between Lewis and Nico, 2 points between Vettel and Nico, and 10 points between Rosberg and Raikkonen. Constructors, Red Bull is 3rd, Ferrari is 2nd, and Mercedes is 1st. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have, like, subscribe, and all of that. If you thought I was at fault, comment. If you want to see anything else, Halo 5 has released new updates for that, so I might be uploading more Halo 5. I might think about doing Call of Duty, I'm not sure. If you want to see PC games, I'll be happy to do that. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a good day, or good night, or good morning, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I'll just see you next time.